YouTube, we are in the grand finals of the Meta Weekly. What the heck is this? If you watch me live on Twitch for a tournament at least, or within a Twitch stream, there's a very good chance that you will be able to enter a $10 giveaway. No strings attached, no downside. You don't have to be anything, mate. You just have to show up, type !play in the chat, and you win 10 bucks. I'm bribing you to watch me. Where the heck are you, mate? Now, if you are subbed on Twitch or joined on YouTube, these are all the events I provide. You could snapshot this, screenshot it. Meta Freaklies, Duel Rooms, Weekly, Meta Weeklies, Meta Championship Series, $1,400 tournaments. This is the place to be. If you are also joined on YouTube, in addition to the tournaments, you get these benefits. Unlock the top channels. This is the largest, most active Discord for events, discussions, and help. You want any of those? This is the place. There's no other better Discord. We even have a Yu-Gi-Oh meme channel, mate. What the heck is this? Submit your memes or spicy win streak decks. Look at this. This is endless, 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 and what the heck? Where am I on there? Okay, well, let's not watch that video. Spicy win streaks. These are decks that are not on the tier list. These are rogue decks. You like rogue decks? Well, here are rogue decks that actually win. Look at that. Vampire scrolling through. Luna Lights. I don't even know what the heck that is. A Monarch deck. They have a link to their gameplays, so you get to see their wins in a row. Holy moly. This is the place to be. We even have Spicy Replay channel. You could check out the best replays. Vote on what you like. Share what you like. It is amazing, mate. This is the place to be. Questions and help. Now let's start the grand finals. Hajime.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
After the grand finals, we have Resonators at the top, Trunade at the bottom. Why is Trunade doing well? Well, maybe it has something to do with, hey, Trunade being banned. That's right. Trunade has been banned. So as you're betting on games, winning them star chips, just from watching, I got 53,000 star chips, you will soon be able to redeem them for crazy prizes. Claim. What? Error claiming bonus. What the? Resonator call activating, searching for a Crimson Resonator.
I special summon a monster.
Special summon a Crimson Resonator. Special summon a Wild Wind. The Resonator deck is tier 1. The Trunade deck is tier nothing. Not top tier at all.
Synchro summon.
Synchro summon. I do think Treacherous should be banned with Trunade, yes, but I think they wanted to soften up the community with the Trunade ban. To ban Trunade and Treacherous at the same time would be absolutely insane. So they went with the softer ban, even though Treacherous is more widely used and abused.
Come to me.
Red Resonator activating to summon a Crimson Resonator from the graveyard. This will summon a Resonator from the deck. We're going to gain 2,100 life, then possibly just end our turn right here.
Red Resonator.
This could be good. Just gain 2,100 life and chill. If he synchros, I would be worried for Odeon, because that means he's making room for a normal summon. And if he normal summons a Doom Caliber Knight, then Odeon is in big trouble. Or is he? Set. Double set. He synchroed without performing an additional summon. Why would he want to do that? Maybe he does not want to be Floodgate Trap Hold. Against any other deck, it could be good to leave up your Red Rising Dragon if you know they're not playing Floodgates. Floodgate would permanently flip your monster face down. We have Samurai Skull on summon, sending a Spectral Sword from the deck to the grave. Now, Spectral Sword during the next turn will banish itself and another non-tuner from the grave to Synchro Summon. Samurai Skull going in onto the Crimson Resonator. Leaving it up could be a really bad idea, as it will summon a Resonator from the deck. So we want to take it out. That's why Simo W's thinking, do I protect my Crimson Resonator? Crimson Resonator is going to summon a Resonator from the deck. I'm going to protect it.
Flip over my face down.
Book of Moon flipping down the Samurai Skull. Flip it.
Ends my turn.
It's my turn. I draw.
Back to Simo W. Now, he's not the only one. Odeon with tricks in his grave. We have Jack Atlas with Wildwind in the graveyard. You could banish to search your deck for a level 4 or lower fiend. Tuner, that is. Greedy, do you have a response? He has no response. Now, Samurai Skull would normally activate if it leaves the field from an opponent's card effect, but only if it was face up. Book of Moon stopped it from taking out the Crimson Resonator and also stopped it from activating to summon a zombie from the deck. An incredibly valuable Book of Moon. Wild Wind searching for a Crimson Resonator. What are we willing to be flipped? What is? What should? What do we do? Mystical Space Typhoon. How about we just hit the Floodgate Trap Hole? Just like that. Out of 3 cards, we sniped it. Again, maybe he's got double Floodgate Trap Hole. Double the Floodgate. Oh, got the Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain locks onto a monster, then negates it. He could have Fiendish Chain the Dark End Dragon to negate it from sending his Samurai Skull, but he chose not to. Now, the chained MST could have been chained to the Fiendish Chain to negate the Fiendish Chain from negating the Dark End Dragon if he wanted to.
Come to me. I summon a
Doom Caliber into our second Floodgate Trap Hole. 2 MSTs, 2 Floodgates. Could not hit the other Floodgate. Permanently face down. He thought it was safe. He thought he could safely summon his Doom Caliber. Boy, was he wrong. Let's look at a recent example of how the deck's played. I guess they could Treacherous Trap Hole their own monster. Now, we don't know if he's playing Plasma. Some people are playing Plasma. A lot aren't, though. The majority aren't. 69% are not playing Plasma. You can't synchro with your face-down monster. Treacherous is pretty much the only way to free up your set monster. Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Bane. Now, because the Doom Caliber is floodgated, it's going to stop Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Bane from activating its effect after dealing battle damage. You get to summon 2 tuners onto the field. But you must summon 2, not up to 2. So Doom Caliber says, no, I'm stuck. Help me, stepbrother. Now, with 3 traps in the graveyard, Odeon can activate Endless Trap Hell, returning all the traps back in the deck, but 1 randomly goes to the hand. Fiendish Chain back to the hand. Fiendish Chain actually pretty good. I would say maybe better than Floodgate right here at 500 life. Being able to Fiendish Chain the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, that's going to be incredibly beneficial. Spectral Sword banishing the Solitaire, come forth and summon a level 6 Synchro after using the graveyard. Solitaire is going to summon the tuner back onto the field so we can make another level 6 Synchro or a level 8 Synchro.
I special summon a monster.
And now,
Synchro summon a monster.
Shokan into a Coral Dragon. Coral Dragon could discard a card to destroy a card in the field. He did not free him from the set Doom Caliber Knight, nor did he discard a card to destroy the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Maybe he really likes his hand. Animaru, the Divine Thunder. When the Coral Dragon is sent to the grave, we're going to draw a card. Animaru looks like it's at 3,000 attack because it is. But on attack, if you only used Synchros, it becomes 6,000 attack. Boosted. Taking out the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane does nothing when sent to the graveyard.
line is within sight. It's my turn.
Simo W. Drawing for the turn.
I end my turn.
Newly drawn, newly set. No Wild Wind in the graveyard to search for a Crimson Resonator. This is not looking good for Simo. Making a Shogun Saga with the graveyard. 4,700 attack. Both monsters are lethal on the direct attack. It's now time to free him from the Doom Caliber Knight, then attack directly for game. The Animaru cannot be destroyed by card effects, so if that were a Treacherous Trap Hole, it would do nothing to the Animaru. Book boosted for the win. Good job, Greedy Goblin. Greedy Goblin does not have to fear the Trunade. I cannot believe it. No fear of the Trunade because it is banned.
I have won. Despite the outcome, you should be proud of yourself.
Listen. 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 Resonators can make amazing plays without normal summoning. If you can make amazing plays without normal summoning, what do? It's Jinzo time, baby. Jinzo is here. It is top tier. You better have it in your side deck, mate. Let's go. Going into game number 2, you should know that a Resonator deck, a successful one, 37% of them are using Jinzo in their side deck. Trunade has been banned, so it's now time to whip out the Jinzo. We'll see. Double back row set monster, no skull. Whoa. The players are swapped? Swap the name, swap the players? I thought the traps were in the bottom. What did he set? Did you set? You didn't have a Resonator in your hand. He used Chalice to negate the Samurai Skull, preventing it from sending a Spectral Sword from the deck to the grave. Is that a Wild Wind face down? Did you open up double Wild Wind? I cannot believe it. He ends his turn. He does not attack into the supposed set Wild Wind. Knowing that you could banish the Wild Wind to search for the Resonator, which he's missing. What if this is Jinzo? This could be Jinzo. If he whips out the Jinzo right here, right now, we are in the main phase. He has player priority to just slap Jinzo on the field. Greedy Goblin would not be able to respond. Oh, Jinzo negates the back row. I called it. You paid for not attacking into my Wild Wind, mate. Negate all the back row. Now, Simo W may have a Book of Moon to protect his Jinzo. Maybe even a Chalice. Chalice is kind of like Book of Moon. A good replacement for Book. I do think Book is better, but if you don't have it, grab Chalice. Greedy Goblin, what's the play? What's the way? Many people would think that Jinzo can't be good in a meta of Book of Moon, but Shiranui is all about them traps. Samurai Skull does not get negated, sends a Gazuki because Gazuki in the graveyard could banish a zombie to summon a zombie from the hand.
Here I go.
Looks like we might be seeing the end of Jinzo. Jinzo. What the? You're not rank 4 exceeding? Does Shiranui play rank 4 exceeds? I have to look very quickly. Using the website, we're going to type Shiranui. The breakdown of Shiranui. Here's a recent deck example. Oh, Diamond Direwolf? No way. No way. What the? It's not too popular, though. Not that many people are playing it. He probably does not play it, or he would have summoned it already. The Gazuki did get to send a Spectral Sword from the deck to the grave, which will be used next turn to Synchro. Does he have a rank 4 exceed randomly in the extra deck? They play one rank 4? Okay, let's see. I don't see a rank 4, do you? Maybe he did not want to overcommit to one. It does not mean he doesn't have one. Maybe he does. We still have not seen a Resonator. The Wild Wind will search for a Resonator, guaranteeing that he has a play. All 3 back row could be negated. Now with the Resonator, we could return a card back in the deck to search our deck for a level 4 or lower fiend, grabbing a Doom Caliber Knight. Doom Caliber? What? You're gonna beat him down with Doom Caliber? What? Doom Caliber Knight to negate the Spectral Sword. He is using Doom Cal to protect the Jinzo. He could have just made a Dark End Dragon play to win this turn, as it was exactly lethal. No, actually, it was not exactly lethal. It would have been off by 500, so he did not have lethal with the Dark End Dragon.
I'm counting on you.
Focus. Oh, no. It's a Solitaire. That's going to trigger the Doom Caliber Knight. That was a perfect top deck. You could not top deck a better card. That's going to... Oh, that's why we're Book of Mooning it. Get out of here, mate. There's no way am I going to allow you to Solitaire to destroy my Doom Caliber Knight. That would have been insane. Activating the Spectral Sword, the Doom Caliber with a mandatory effect will negate him from synchroing. Now, the Shiranui Sword Spectral Sword says you could only use the effect once per turn, even though the activation was negated. It's not a once per turn you could activate. It is a once per turn you could use, and he did use it. Return a card back in the deck to grab a Wild Wind.
Come on out.
Come on out.
I summon a monster.
Did you know that Jinzo has a cutscene in Duel Links? We'll probably never see it again. Special summoning a Wild Wind, not even synchroing. Going in with the tiny little Crimson Resonator, open field, going in for 17, winning with Jinzo. Right, it's a win. Yep, come on, 3 back row, they're all negated. Traps are negated. Fool! I promise you, I did not cheat. I did not look at his deck. I don't have his deck right now. I have their chat. I have notifications. I have chat. Their chat, my chat, notification. I did not know that he had Jinzo. Just want to make that clear. This is not pre-recorded either. Let's go.
I activate my spell card.
Hey, we're going first again, but this time we're not bricking. We're not just going to set a Wild Wind with a Jinzo in your hand. Do you have any idea how afraid he was? Knowing that he has a Wild Wind and a Jinzo, no way to make a turn 1 play. Boy, did he do the play. Searching for a Crimson Resonator, activating the Demon's Resonance. Will he be searching for a Doom Caliber Knight or a Wild Wind? Going to return a card, grabs a Doom Caliber Knight. This will disrupt Greedy Goblin's turn 1 play. If Greedy Goblin normal summons a Gazuki, countered. If he normal summons a Solitaire, countered. If he summons a Crimson Resonator, special the Wild Wind. Let's go.
My crimson dragon shine.
Red Rising Dragon.
Red rising dragon.
Red Royce. Now, he is not normal summoned. He could summon the Jinzo right now, but would you? Think of the best play that Shiranui could make turn 1 to stop a Jinzo. I can't think of it. But he did search for a Doom Caliber, so that does tell me he does not have a Jinzo. Unless he has a Doom Cal and a Jinzo. Doom Cal now. Jinzo next turn.
I synchro summon a monster.
He might have a back row plus the Doom Caliber. No Trunade, no problem. There you go. You're upset about the Trunade ban? Play Jinzo, mate.
Come on out. I end my turn.
No back row. That could be a Jinzo.
It's my turn. I draw a card.
He's not playing Lightning Vortex. Come on. Get out of here. Now, Greedy Goblin could side deck into a bunch of Book of Moons and Sphere Kribos. He's no longer playing Odeon. He's playing, I think, D-Draw. Not sure exactly. I can't reveal it. So a good strategy against Doom Caliber as the opponent is do nothing. If you do nothing, then your opponent has to do nothing because they will negate themselves.
Time to battle.
What?
I attack.
You're in the grand finals, dude. What are you doing?
Don't expect me to sleep.
How do you... 5 cards, you normal summon a Spectral Sword. Okay. Listen, you can't get countered by Jinzo if you don't have traps, mate. No traps, no counter. We good. Is he trolling, or is this the way?
Resonator call.
Resonator call, searching for a Crimson Resonator with a Wild's Wind in the graveyard. You could banish to search for a Crimson Resonator or a Red Resonator. You don't want to look like a giant fool on the grand stage. He also knows that if he deals 2,000 damage without lethaling, if he can't win after dealing 2,000 damage, Greedy Goblin will pick up his deck and search for any card. So he has to calculate, what should I do? How do I do this without triggering the Destiny draw?
Let's battle.
Ooh, looks like the D-Draw will not be avoided. He's playing right into it. Going to deal 1,100 damage here. You can't let that attack go through. You're gonna lose. Simo, are you going for the win? Because if he has a hand trap, you kind of have a Doom Caliber, which would negate it. Doom Caliber would have negated a Sphere Kuriboh, which means he's fearing 2 Sphere Kuribos. He thinks he's got 2 Sphere Kuribos. What if he didn't? What if he only had 1? Or maybe he thought that he would think that you have 2 Sphere when you only have 1, so you let the attack go through and you don't have to use any Sphere Kuriboh. That's some great mind games, mate. We'll find out. We'll find out if he had 2 Sphere. We will find out. Doom Caliber Knight negates the Gazuki, but now we have a non-tuner in the graveyard. The Doom Caliber had no choice. He had to negate. It's a mandatory effect. So he wanted his Gazuki in the grave because the Spectral Sword... What? He could have synchroed into a level 6, right? Okay. Maybe he's got 3 Sphere Kuribos. Red Resonator, known for gaining a ton of life. We're going to synchro into a level 6. Come forth into a Red Rising. Red Rising on summon will activate to special summon a Resonator from the graveyard. That Resonator could then give you 2,600 life. But he's not going for that. He's summoning a Crimson Resonator, which gives you no life.
I attack you directly.
Why not go for the life, mate? Why? Because this is 800 attack, I guess. He wanted 800 attack. That's just enough to not trigger the D-draw, where the Red Resonator would be 600. Now, 600 onto 29 would leave him at 2,300 life, meaning the Red Rising Dragon would not be able to attack for lethal. By swinging in with the Crimson Resonator, that ensures not only will the Red Rising Dragon be lethal, but also the Dark End, but opposite of what I just said. Gazuki activating, sending a Solitaire from the deck to the grave. Spectral Sword banishing the Solitaire. Both players have no back row, no protection. Both players are free to make and do any play they want.
My monster's effect activates.
Activating the effect of the Solitaire after being banished to make a level 6 synchro, to summon the tuner back in the field to make another level 6 synchro.
Synchro summon a monster.
Despite not gaining life points last turn, he's at a healthy amount of life already. He's at 6,100 life. Coral Dragon, you could discard a card to destroy any card in the field. He does have Kiteroid! What the? No one believed me! I did not look at his deck. Onimaru, the Divine Thunder, activating the effect of the Coral Dragon to draw a card. Well, now you have a bunch of traps out of nowhere. Onimaru, indestructible by card effects, becomes 6,000 attack, dealing 3,900 damage over the Red Rising Dragon.
Don't expect me to slow down. My turn. I draw. From my hand.
MST off the top of the deck. Pepega MST. You don't even think about it. You just MST. Hit the Floodgate. Wandering Wildwind, banish, grab a Resonator. Demon's Resonance, return a card back in the deck to grab a level 4 or lower Fiend.
Come, Wandering King Wildwind.
Special the Wildwind. Has not performed his normal summon yet. We did randomly take out that Floodgate Trap Hole into another Floodgate Trap Hole, permanently flip the Wildwind face down. At 2,200 life, Greedy Goblin, I believe there's no way he has piercing damage unless he surprises me with a random card that no one actually plays. Simo W should be safe. Summoning a Shogun Saga at 3,000 attack, we could wipe out the field. Had he had another monster to summon, he actually would have had game.
Attack with a monster. monster.
Taking out the Wild Wind that was floodgated. Now you gave him the ability to banish and search instead of leaving him floodgated. Questionable. Interesting. That seems like a greedy play.
I set a card. I end my turn.
Doesn't even activate. What are you, out of Resonators?
It's my turn.
What, you went through your whole deck? No way. Is this it? It's not over. It's not over.
My monster attacks your life points directly. Now.
Book. Book of Moon. You cannot pay your way out of this situation, mate.
Spell.
Book of Money is useless.
My monster attacks.
Shogun the Fool, Trunade banned, and Shiranui is here. It is top tier in Greedy Goblin's hands. You are the winner of the Meta Weekly. Congratulations on Trunade being banned. By the way, July 10th, $1,400. That's a Saturday, 1 p.m. EST. The best, the greatest tournament ever. We'll see if Gimmick Puppets are top tier or not. Gaia in the top 3. Top 3 Gaia. Onomats, Resonator, Gaia, 1 Gimmick Puppet. 1 Gimmick Puppet. You didn't believe me when I said the deck was pay to lose, huh? You still spent your mother's credit card on the Gimmick Puppets. Here are the grand finalists, Greedy Goblin and Simo W. Thank you to both of you. Let's start off with Simo W's deck. Boom. Obelisk. Obelisk the Tormentor. This deck is very close to my YouTube video that I posted dubbed the best deck right before the KCGT event. And he's still running with the deck. Let's look at his side deck. The 1 Jinzo. 1 Jinzo. And that did win him a duel. Good job with the Jinzo. Boom. That's an Endless Trap Hell, I believe. Endless Trap Hell. And then he swaps to Yugi in his side deck. Moving on to his extra deck. We were arguing. We were discussing. Did he actually play an Exceed? He does. Diamond Dyer. Next up. D-Draw with the 6-card side deck. There you go. Now let's begin with the decks in a random order. The full top 32, including the top 2 we already looked at. Let's go. Jelly Cannon. Onomats. We'll see their extra deck. Big boost with the Rhino boss. They're now making Exabeetle into the boss. That's non-targeting quick effect removal. During your opponent's turn, detach material, destroy a monster without targeting. That's nuts. It also inflicts piercing damage. Think of Gaia. Gaia has to drop to 0 attack to destroy. This doesn't even target, doesn't drop to 0, also inflicts piercing damage. You what? Double invoke, 20 card invoke. I like this. 23 card Harpies. Swallow it up. Swallow and book. Swallow, book, Chalice. I see Chalice as a 4th book. Partial Harpies. Oh, okay. A very blurry Harpy deck. Onomats, Che. Very nice. Extra deck, Rhino. Exabeetle, rare. Rhino, rare. I would have never thought that. Would have thought they could have released an extra deck monster that would replace Bouncer. And it's free to play too. Endless Trap Hell. No jelly, no care. TDF Kings, okay. All right. Do you see it? Do you see the shimmer in my eye for the start of Shimmer? Triple Shimmer, mates. Select the dragon. Synchro. Remove from play other monsters in your graveyard. Special summon it from the graveyard. I think if it activated on special summon, a lot more people would be playing this. Good job, Carpy. All right. Thunder Dragon. Blankwell. Resonator. Nice. More Thunder Dragons. We got the Rhino boss. Resonator Heroes. Quattro is absolutely insane, and I love it. Okay. All right. Ooh, Tellarknights. Double bridge. D-draw. No balance. You don't get Deneb on turn 1 with balance. Okay. This is not second place's deck. Triple Cosmic. Okay. Ga. They all look quite similar, right? More Thunder Dragons. How many topped? 3 of them. Okay, Thunder Dragons. And this Trap Hell. No jelly, no care. Boom! Bam! Boom, 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 boom! The best performing gimmick puppet deck, mate. This goes out to all the fools that were like, Dkayed made a crappy gimmick puppet deck. He made it crappy and he said it's pay to lose. This is pretty much card for card my deck. I told you for the 5 empty slots, you could play triple Book of Moon and double semi-limits. So in my build, just to keep you all happy, I did double Econ and triple Chalice instead of Book of Moon because I didn't want you to cry. Holy moly, Gaia. Bendy Ga. Ga. Up next. Plasma Resonators, very nice. My Gates. My Gates. More Gaga. More Gaga. No Treacherous. Full sister, mate. He is full sister. And the extra deck. Boom. That was the full top 32. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, donate, chain link email this to your grandmother, your aunt, your auntie, your brother, your sister, your uncle. Subscribe today. Thank you, mate. Let's go.